I wasted years of progress when I started my calisthenics journey 6 years ago because I was doing random workouts. I was doing random exercises on random days and I didn't have any structure, and exactly because of that I didn't make the progress that I could. And the point of this video is going to be to actually help you avoid the mistakes that I did and progress as fast as possible in your calisthenics journey. So if you're a beginner or intermediate calisthenics athlete, this video is going to be perfect for you. So today's topic is going to be about structuring your workout routine based on your goals, and in this video I'm going to give you a workout schedule that you're going to be able to follow and actually achieve your goals. So let's say that now you're just a beginner and you can do like from 3 to 10 pull-ups, from 3 to 10 dips, and your main goal right now is going to be to improve in basics so that after that you can go more deeply into skills. Because if you have been watching me, you know that the thing that I'm preaching the most is actually preparing your body before going into skills. And the way you do that is to first master the basics, get to at least 15 pull-ups, 25, 30 dips, and only then going into harder skills. So the program that I'm going to show you today is going to be focused on improving your basics and actually conditioning your body for harder stuff later. But in our case, I'm going to show you 3 full body workouts that are going to work for most people because it's not going to take a lot of your time. And for this level, beginner/intermediate athletes with the goal of mastering the basics, improving the technique, improving the repetitions, this is going to be more than enough for most of the people. So probably it's going to work for you, and still you can adjust it a little bit based on your personal goals, but you can also just take it and start training with this split because most likely, as I said, this is going to work for most of the people. So let's go actually into the structure. As I said, you're going to work out 3 times per week. Probably it's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can change them a little bit based on your schedule, but this is going to work for most people. So you're going to have 3 workouts. The second workout is going to be on Monday, and let's call it strength A. So on this workout, the goal is going to be to work on pull-ups, dips, Australian pull-ups, push-ups, and the last exercise is going to be some core super sets. Basically, this is going to be a strength workout, and here you want to rest more between the sets to actually work on your strength. Probably you're going to work in the rep range of, for example, 3 to 7 pull-ups per set, something like that. It depends on your level, but this workout is focused on strength. You want to rest a little bit more between the sets so that you have actually enough power for the next set. And this is going to be the most important workout of the week, strength workout A. The next workout is going to be on Wednesday. Tuesday is obviously going to be a rest day, or for example, you can do some active rest day, like you can do light cardio, but if you're feeling tired, you can just take it as a rest day. It's going to be perfectly fine. And the second workout, which is going to be on Tuesday, it's going to be strength workout B. So we are still focusing on strength, but we are going to add some variety to the workouts. We are still going to do pull-ups, we are still going to do dips, but we are going to do a variation of the normal exercise for dips and pull-ups. So for example, if on strength A you're going to do the pull-ups pretty fast with an explosive technique, because if you're working for strength, this should be the technique. You're going fast up and fast down, and the same goes for the dips. Then for strength A, you're still going to do pull-ups and dips, but you're going to do them in a different tempo variation. For example, you're going to go fast up, you're going to have a dead stop at the end, and then you go fast down. And the same thing goes for the dips. And the variation of the exercise is going to depend on your sticking point. Basically, the hardest thing for you in the range of motion of the exercise. So it's going to be different for every person. I'm just going to give you an example with a dead stop. So you do a pull-up, you stop at the top for like 1 second, and then you go back. So you do pull-ups, dips, these are going to be the first 2 exercises, and the second strength workout is going to be a little bit lighter than the first one. So instead of doing push-ups and Australian pull-ups, you're going to do a bicep exercise, a tricep exercise, and the last exercise is going to be a core superset. So it's a little bit lighter than the first workout, but you're still practicing the movements, and you're doing some variation of the main exercises that are pull-ups and dips. And also for the core supersets, you can do like leg raises or L-sits, it kind of depends on your level and on your personal goals. So the same goes for the bicep exercise and for the tricep exercise. You can kind of experiment with that. It's not so important. The most important things are the pull-ups and the dips. And the last workout of the week is going to be on Friday, and it's going to be an strength/endurance workout. So basically the goal for this workout is going to be to, of course, still practice the basics, because this is our main goal right now. And I know that sometimes it might be a little bit boring, but if you actually want to progress fast long term, you need to master the basics before going into handstand push-ups, front lever, planches, and hard stuff like that. And it's really important to go through this phase of mastering the basics, because otherwise you're going to get stuck at some point, and you just need to do that. Like, you need to reach at least 15 pull-ups, at least 30 dips, and only then start implementing some skill work. So for the last workout, it's going to be a EMOM workout. So EMOM workout basically means every minute on the minute. So it means that you're going to do a set, you're going to rest only 1 minute, and then you're going to do a set again. And obviously you're not going to do as many reps as on the strength workouts. You're going to do less reps, but you're going to do more sets. So for example, let's say that your max pull-ups for one set, your maximum is like 6 pull-ups. So you're going to do 2 or 3 pull-ups per set for the EMOM workout. So for example, you're going to do let's say 10 sets of pull-ups, and you're going to do like 2 pull-ups, you rest, you do 2 pull-ups again, you rest, you do 2 pull-ups again, and so on. Basically you're doing less reps, more sets, but with less rest time. And we're working more on endurance here, which is also actually going to help us for the strength. And overall you're going to improve your basics faster if you're working on strength and endurance at the same time, instead of just having 3 strength workouts. So the first exercise is going to be EMOM pull-ups, then EMOM dips, then you guessed it, is going to be EMOM Australian pull-ups, EMOM push-ups, and of course the last exercise is going to be again core supersets. You can kind of experiment with that. If you don't want to do the same thing that you did on the last workouts, you can do, you can add some variety, it's not a problem. Or if you're feeling too tired, you can even skip the, the core workout, and training core 2 times a week is actually still pretty good. So basically this is a general split that you can follow, and if you're going to follow this workout for like 2 or 3 months, you're definitely going to get crazy results. Like, even if you're starting from 0, for 3 months I think that you're going to be able to reach at least 10 pull-ups, 15 dips, like easily for 3 months, and this is in the worst case. So obviously you can kind of adjust it based on your goals, based on your level. And if you want to progress in basics and then you want to go into skills, but you don't really know how to do it, you don't really know how to structure your workouts based on your needs, based on your goals, you can apply for my one-on-one coaching. The link is going to be in the description. I'm going to reach out to you in the next 24 hours. We're going to have a short conversation about your goals, and we're going to see how I can actually help you professionally achieve your goals faster, adjust the routine based on your goals, or if you have any goals for losing weight or bulking, we're going to talk about it and see how I can actually help you out with that. And the last thing that we are going to discuss today is actually Deloads. So when you're going to train with the structure that I just gave you, and for example you're trying every single week to increase your reps, at some point start to increasing the sets, progressive overload, increasing the difficulty of the workouts, at some point you need to make a deload week. It's going to be different for Every person, for some people is going to be after 5 weeks, for some people after 8 weeks. You can kind of just listen to your body and see when you're going to need it. If you feel that your performance is going down, you're feeling tired, you're feeling fatigued, you know, everything hurts even before the workout, this is a sign to do a deload week. So basically a deload week means doing the same stuff, you know, pull-ups, dips and so on, but just do it lighter. You can do less reps for the sets, or you can just lower the sets, for example, from 4 to 2, basically for every single exercise, to kind of still practice the movement, but not exhaust yourself so much, and let your body actually recover and prepare for the next week. And after the deload, you're, you know, again going to start increasing the intensity and making more gains, but you're going to feel better, you're going to feel recovered, and you're actually going to feel way stronger. And basically that's it for today's video. I think that this is enough information for you. I don't want you to get overwhelmed. You can just start training with the workout split that they gave you, because as I said, you're going to make crazy gains with that. And if you want some personal help from me for your workouts, for example, you want to start learning skills, your basics are already at a good level, but you want to start implementing some skill work, but you don't know how, once again, the link for my coaching is in the description. You can just fill out the form, and I'm going to reach out to you, and we are going to discuss your long-term calisthenics goals. Basically that's all for the video. Take action, you have the plan, you just need to start doing it, and you're going to get the results. I hope that this video was valuable for you. I hope that you learned something new, and as always, expect redemption, and see you in the next one.